What's up, y'all?
Potentially the next title challenger. 7 in a row. He looks
So January 15th, 2022. UFC fight night. Calvin Kattar versus Gigi Chikadze. Wow. Whew. Did you guys see the end of that fight? Whoa. I mean, the whole fight. Insane. Wow. Gave me super goosebumps at the very end. Wow. Whoa. What a fight. What a bunch of tough dudes. Whoa. Whoa. Dude. Alright, so for a long time I had like I guess, yeah, you could say fear. And I think it was actually unhealthy, but you would think it's healthy because it's realistic. But I had a fear of knives, right? And I would always tell people, like, I probably was Julius Caesar in the past, because just the idea of getting stabbed or even just cut, sliced open, is a tough one to wrap your head around. You know, I feel like, oh man, I'd be so afraid. But I came across somebody who said that if you get into a knife fight, you have to have the mentality and understanding that I'm going to get stabbed and you accept, or I'm going to get cut and you accept that outcome. However, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I'm gonna get stabbed, but I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And I was thinking about this maybe like round 3 in the Kattar fight, Chikadze. That, man, fuck fighting in the UFC. These dudes are such elite level, athletic, combat artists, fighters, that I don't even know how much it comes down to. I almost was gonna say I don't know how much it comes down to skill. Obviously it comes down to skill, but it's like going into these fights, you accept that you're just gonna take a fucking ass whooping, but you're gonna do your best to give one out more, give more of an ass whooping than the one that you're going to accept. And like, I don't know, I was just thinking like, man, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. These dudes are so tough. Kattar's elbows are so dangerous. His forward pressure is so relentless. Max Holloway-esque. Khamzat Chimaev-esque. Habib Nurmagomedov-esque. The forward John Jones-esque. The forward pressure is absolutely insane. And Kattar, by applying that pressure, had the ability to throw those elbows that were fucking devastating, that ended up adding up in an extremely significant way. Definitely a huge shout out to Gigi for being an absolute stud, dog, savage animal, and continuing to stay in the fight and push his own pace, and to answer the combinations that Kattar was throwing. And he caught Kattar a lot of different times, where I think even the commentators said maybe Kattar was in trouble. I think I would have liked to see, you know, maybe not so much from an entertainment aspect, but from a winning aspect. I would have liked to seen Kattar score a takedown at the very end of that fight, but then we wouldn't have gotten what we got to see at the end of that fight, which was almost a fucking knockout. Holy shit, y'all. That was a crazy fight. That was a great fight. Phenomenal way to start out the year. Two extremely tough dudes. Hat off to Calvin Kattar for coming back from the Max Holloway fight in such an impressive manner. And hat off to Gigi Chikadze for fucking bringing it, dude. And I think that Kattar scored a takedown, a very unconventional takedown. Gigi slipped in the very first round, and Kattar took advantage of that slip, ended up scoring a takedown off of it. I feel like, and Dominic Cruz said it, that Kattar wasn't expending too much energy. He was kind of just holding Gigi in place. And I think that took so much out of Gigi that you could see it translate into the later rounds. I think he caught a second wind in the 5th round, and I think that Kattar paced himself in the first 4. You know, there's an aspect of entertainment going on here, right? So when Michael Bisping's saying there's a noticeable decline in output by Kattar, I would have liked to hear him also mention that that's a strategic move to slow down the output in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th maybe round, so that you could give it your all in the 5th. Holloway's great at doing that. Diaz is great at doing that. Cejudo is great at doing that. Jones is great at doing that. There's so many levels to this game, guys. There's so many variables that play into what makes a winner in this sport. And I don't even think it is a sport in fighting. What makes a winner in fighting. And wow, I mean, we live in incredible times, guys. These are just next level athletic, fucking tough. You know, people say that we're getting softer. I don't know. There are some tough fucking guys and girls out there, yo. Some fucking tough human beings out there, man. There always will be. But man, that was a spectacle, man. I didn't get to catch the rest of the card. You guys will have to inform me in the comment section if there were some good fights that I missed. I'll have to go back and check it out. But wow, holy smokes. And it seemed like Kattar was getting beat up the first 2 rounds a little bit, you know? What a tough dude, yo. Great fight. I had crazy goosebumps at the very end. Almost have tears in my eyes right now thinking about the will of these 2 human beings and how strong it is and how incredible they are, man. You know, great fight. Those elbows are dangerous. I watched a Rickson Gracie video last night, and he was talking about palm strikes. I sent it to a couple of my friends, a couple family members. And Rickson Gracie brought up a story that even Mike Tyson in a nightclub broke his fucking hand punching some dude out before. And that in a fight, you know, you breaking your hand could be the deciding factor of that fight. You know, so he was talking about palm strikes. And then as he was talking about palm strikes, he was throwing elbows. And I've been having that train of thought for a little bit, man, is that like the elbows are such a devastating weapon. Such a devastating tool that you have to use properly. You have to use strategically. My arm has a lot more of a reach than my elbow. But I think the impact and the damage that has occurred from your elbows is just a completely different game. Who else is great at throwing some elbows, guys? Tony Ferguson has some powerful elbows. Let's talk about that spinning back elbow. I don't know what you call that. The spinning back elbow that John Jones throws often, catches everybody with. That Kattar caught Gigi like 2-3 super powerful times, super devastating times. I think he caught him several times with that move, but 3 of them were extremely devastating. 2 of them were extremely devastating, and the timing that requires, the ability that requires, the technique that requires. I mean, these are the best dudes in the world, man. And I'm really glad I caught that fight, guys. It was an incredible bout. And I think Ngannou's next, huh? Ngannou gone. It's gonna be a good one, y'all. Can't wait, man. I got a few things to talk about with you guys tomorrow, so I'll catch you then. Have a good night, everybody. Peace and love.